Morning. Here we are. Saturday, January 4th, 2025. Larissa, my fat girl diary. And time has come to drink some skulls. Yeah. Yeah, it has. The time has come to drink some skulls. Oh my god. Oh my god. So, I'm trying to secure a service provider for something. And it's really hard. I've paid a lot of money in the past, and I think I have been gypped. I'm allowed to use that word. Yes, I am. So, yeah. Um, but I'm not, so I'm trying to find somebody to do this thing, this particular service that I legally cannot do, and neither can Omar. Legally. Cannot. Right? But somebody else can. Uh, and it's all very non transparent. Like, mm, I need um somebody who uses regular payment options. If I have to install an app onto my phone to pay you, I don't want to deal with you. Right? Yeah. Seriously. It's like I have a checkbook, I have a credit card. If I have to install an app on my phone, I don't trust Zelle, and I don't trust Venmo, and I don't trust people who only use those. Right? There's like all these cases of stealing money from people through those apps. No, no, right? Yeah. So anyway, trying to find somebody who's on the up and up to do this service for me that I cannot do for myself legally. Right? I wonder if I had DID if I'd be able to do this service for myself. I don't have DID. And I don't think that would make any difference, right? Yeah. Yeah. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah. Mm. So today, I think I'm going to start setting up my loom. Yeah. Oh, there've been a bunch of clips coming up in my feed again recently about Roma Sinti stuff. Who are these people? Oh my goodness. And I don't want anything to do with any of the groups anymore. Mm-mm. No, nope. And the United Nations can go fuck off too. Doesn't mean that there is not institutionalized racism against Roma Sinti people. Most certainly is. There most certainly is. But I'm not. The groups are also fucking convoluted. They are. And they're thieves. Oh my god. It's like, yeah, this is why these stereotypes fucking exist. Oh, yeah. Totally. Totally. Yeah. Mm. So, whatever. Whatever. Yeah, I don't care. Right? They only want to show when they do the videos and stuff, they make sure that they show all the people with the dark skin and the dark hair and the dark eyes. That's not everybody, right? And it's not even all, and it's not even most, right? Yeah. Yeah. I've got I've got bones to pick. I got bones to pick. So anyway, yes, in my novels, Roma culture is part of is underlying theme in all of my novels. One or more of the characters in every novel. Yeah, and Roma people will recognize them, right? Anyway, Roma Sinti. Similar but not same. That was the other thing that was bullshit with that fucking treaty, right? Oh. Anyway. 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 Yeah. Mm. I spent a large portion of yesterday afternoon laying down because I was very uncomfortable after being in the car all morning and everything. And oh my god, in the rain. Yeah. Yep. And lately, I don't know what the story is, but I am sick and tired of seeing these women with these fake asses. Oh my god, I saw one yesterday, and I'm just like, it just looks weird, right? Like, and I gotta tell myself, don't stare, because it's just like, but it's so hard not to gawk. It's so weird. I'm like, why would you do that to yourself? Now, what is that? That does not. Are those weird stuffed panties? I mean, what is this? Oh my god, it's so gross. It's so gross. The fake boobs and the fake bums are so gross. Ugh. Yeah. Yeah. I don't understand it. Yeah, and evidently, like, that procedure has the highest mortality rate. Getting fat shot in your ass. So gross. Oh, there's a bunch of clips in my feed about finding hidden cameras and stuff. I've lived in a number of places where there have been cameras. I saw them. I found them. I was told I was crazy when I brought them up. But that was just done because, I was being spied on and abused. And I'm not saying that I don't think they aren't still around places. Mm-hmm. Oh, no, no, no. Lipnowski Real Estate, place that we rented from them, they had that place wired. At one point, at one point, I got electrocuted in the shower because of it, right? And they had to come in. We couldn't stay in the house for a couple days until they got that all fixed. So I wouldn't get electrocuted in the shower, right? Yeah. And then the Cotton Mill Studios that's owned by Francis Rush. Yeah, that place, that unit. I got in this new phone. It was like a $700 phone, and it broke. I broke it. I put it up on this. I had it in this claw thing, and I was trying to get it up to the ceiling because the ceilings were like 30 feet high, right? Because I could see they were boom mics. They were small boom mics. They were like this long, and they were pushed down between the slats in my studio area, right? Yeah, and that was the unit we were in had the clock tower room above it, and I could see up into I saw Marsha up there a number of times in the morning because it was directly that space, that room was over the spot that we used for our bedroom and my art studio, right? I laying in bed in the morning, looking up through the slats, I could see her up there. Mm-hmm. Anyway, I broke my phone the one time because they wouldn't let us use the ladder anymore, and I didn't have a tall enough ladder myself to get up there, so I couldn't even change light bulbs or anything. Um, but I could see these boom mics. There were like two of them in the studio area alone. Yeah. So I had my camera up on the end of this thing. It was supposed it was a claw thing. It was supposed to be for turning. I got it for replacing light bulbs, right? Because it was cheaper than buying the ladder that I needed to get up there. Um, anyway, it fell out of the claw, smashed. Omar was mad because he just bought me that phone. It was really expensive. Mm. Oh my God. Yeah. Yeah. But, all of that's totally okay to do to Larissa. It's totally okay to abuse Larissa. It's California law to abuse Larissa. Yeah, everybody's allowed to do it. Everybody. Yeah. It's U.S. law to abuse Larissa. Mm-hmm. It's church rules to abuse Larissa. And then tell her she's crazy when she talks about it. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. No, no, I would really, really enjoy finding out everybody who was involved in all of that, learning exactly what they did to me, and then seeing them all go to prison. I would love that. Like, that's my fantasy. My fantasy is to see the people who have harmed me have to pay because nobody ever does. When I speak up, I'm always punished more. Shut up, bitch. Shut up, useless jip bitch. Yeah. Hmm. Yep. But I'm not on the United Nations bandwagon either. Right? Oh my God. No, the United Nations, like, they're an awful group. They really are. They really, 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 really are. So they're when we were in Oakland, and I was a member of the new campaign. They were rolling out their new campaign. It was that they were pushing. It was an anti-smoking campaign in Mongolia. Now, the whole reason they were doing this, they were trying to say that this was about pollution because pollution is so bad in Mongolia, they have to stop people from smoking. This is a load of shit. Am I saying that, smoking is great for you? No. I'm I'm not. I'm just pointing out the glaring fact that smoking is not what's causing the horrible pollution in city centers in Asia. No, it's not. It's manufacture. It's cheap manufacture for tech companies, right? Yes. Yes. That is what's causing the pollution. But in order to corral and control the indigenous population, they must control and demonize indigenous culture and tradition. They did the same thing. It's part of what they did with Native Americans here in the United States. Tobacco is an herb that is used spiritually, it's an oppression. And so, once they're able to demonize the spiritual tool, right? Once they can demonize your sacrament, then they can control you and whitewash you, right? Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah. So they're telling people that, all of their sickness and everything in Mongolia, any sickness that anybody has, is coming from their smoking. Am I saying that smoking is healthy for them or for anyone? That's not what I'm saying. But they're scapegoating tobacco to cover up cheap manufacture pollution. Yeah. And Mongolia is an interesting target. It was targeted by the UN for similar reasons why Syria is such a hot button, right? Like it's kind of like this country that has been hands off, not really involved with stuff so much, but is in a strategic position. Mongolia between Russia and China, right? So the United Nations saw everything that was coming because they'd been picking all these fights They'd been picking all these fights because that's what they do. They cause problems and then claim to be the only ones with the answers. Say, oh, we told you. It's like, no, you caused the problem being a pain in the ass. Because they're codependent, right? Like they want the United Nations is a homogenization of culture. And if you want to have all the same homogenized human culture, then you support the United Nations. But if you want to be able to celebrate the individuality of humanity and the beauty of the differences between cultures, then you stay away from the United Nations, right? Yeah. So the United Nations have had this campaign, have had this anti-smoking campaign in Mongolia for a long time now. I'd be curious to talk to some Mongolians about it. Like there was a whole bunch of Mongolian music that kind of made it to the mainstream there for a while, and um, that was why, right? It wasn't like, ooh, this is new kind of thing. This was like, okay, the United Nations is supporting this, right? That's the way it works. They were convenient. They were token, right? Anyway, I'd be curious to talk to Mongolians about tobacco. Yeah. Because snuff, in particular, snuff, right? Oh. Inconvenient knowledge. Inconvenient knowledge. Yeah. 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 Anyway, today I'll be working on my loom, I think. We will see. We will see.